Do you have the trailer for that, right?
No.
Say hi.
What's up, big guy?
It's popped out of nowhere, huh? What happened? You don't want to hear loud noises? You don't want to hear loud noises? You wanna watch yourself on TV, puppy?
Yeah.
Look. Yeah, he's got a.
Hi.
He just started with that. He really don't talk. It's like
Oh,
rare.
yeah?
Yeah, no, he got autism.
Yeah, so does my son. So I'm
Yeah.
very familiar with it. It's all good. It can my son was a little late to the ball game as well, but he's doing well. So
Yeah, he's got to get. He's having problems breathing, so he's got to get his apnoids and his tonsils. So I mean, we've been up with him for months. He's been coughing and coughing and coughing. Don't stop coughing. We give him medication. Hey, look, see the little medicine and the cough and the cough. I mean, we stay up all hours of the night, trying to give him breathing treatments and stuff. But they're gonna operate on him. Wife had to take a leave of absence because he coughs so much that he'll get fever and. I can't go right now, Baba. What are you telling me? A secret? Tell me. He goes. His sister taught him that.
well, we are live with Antonio Hernandez from Florida Ride or Die magazine, executive producer of Velocity Kings Ride or Die, which you just told me recently just got released today on Amazon Prime, and physical media is going to be hitting the shelves on the 25th, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be hitting on right now. It went worldwide. Basically, it went completely worldwide. Let me take off this virtual background because we're not on Florida Ride or Die no more. Yeah, I won't put. There you go. Spider-Man back there, Spider-Man. So basically, everything went on Amazon Prime today. Then it goes on Zumo. Then it goes Fandango. Then it goes to it's going to Plex. I mean, it's going to like worldwide. So It just came out on Amazon. I don't even know how many other sites today. The DVDs they sent, the Blu-rays they sent me a bunch, so I can sell them, get rid of them, or whatever, just as a courtesy. But they're gonna be on all shelves, as many shelves as possible. So Velocity Kings is out. Yeah, it's completely out, man. Yeah, right on Amazon Prime. You can catch it on Amazon Prime.
So Velocity Kings, the actual, trying to put up the Blu-rays, they're going to be available on the 25th at the stores.
Definitely.
And so tell us a little bit about that, because it was Florida Ride or Die magazine, which you're heavily involved with, obviously. You kind of took that and decided to try and make a movie in relation with that.
Basically, we wanted to do some type of motorcycle movie, something entertaining, something okay. We were planning on doing part 2, and we put it on the back burner. I'm just right now. I'm in the middle of printing the latest issue, issue number 27. Hold on. Here, let me show you what it looks like.
Sure.
This is basically what it looks like. So it's printed, and it'll be going live online, So, see, we have all kinds of different stories like Bumblebee, and there's a story in there about Robert Urvello and Desperado, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we have a lot of training stories in there. See, stunts. Then we got more stunts and more people, ATVs. But yeah, issue number 27 is in the printer right now, and it'll be starting to be distributed. It's gonna take me about 48 hours to print 55,000 copies. 48 hours, almost. Yeah, it's a lot of copies. So we're gonna go ahead and print many copies about that, and send them throughout the whole entire state. Velocity Kings right now, it says it right here, available on Prime, but I don't know why it's not. It's available on Prime. It says it's in the ad. the new issue that just came out. So we have the links, we have everything. All you gotta do is go on Amazon, and I think it's like $3 to watch it, $9.99 to own it. So it's not $3 ain't nothing, you know.
And I did a review on that a few months back. So, guys, you can definitely go check out the review for that. Velocity Kings was actually, I mean, that was done low budget, but it was all done with local cast and crew and everybody like that, correct?
Yeah, it was all it was a low budget for a movie, but it wasn't that low.
Wasn't that low budget?
It wasn't a bad low budget compared to what some people are paying. You know, to the lower prices that people are paying. I've seen people, you know, but they did the best with everything they had and everything they could. The great thing about it too is that we have a lot of talent in there. We have Bruce Buster Associate from The Sopranos, Corey Weber from Sparta 300, JT Campos from Queen of the South, and Lita Battleaxe, Spy Kids 4. We also have Zachary Vasquez from Magic Mike XXL and Baywatch. So
yes.
I mean, I can go on and on and on. There's a lot of talent in that one movie. So the acting doesn't look fake. You know, like
it was the production quality and the acting, especially like some of the lesser known, like Andre Denoir did a really good job as the lead. That was the first thing I saw him in.
It looks so real. You see, Andre, he loves what he does, and when you're autistic, because Andre is autistic, if you didn't know.
Oh,
when
wow!
You're autistic and you love what you do it better than anybody else. They become the best of the best at that one thing. And he is so believable and so good on screen. It's amazing. This guy can literally cry and scream and change faces. He can do whatever he wants, and he does it well. So that God bless him. You know, I'm glad that we had him as the lead in that movie.
Yeah, and that's another thing. This screen chemistry between everybody, especially the core group of characters, was very believable. There was it didn't seem like anybody was forcing anything. Everybody seemed kind of natural in what they were doing.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that they're seasoned actors in there. They're actors that's what they do for a living, you know, and they're really, really good. So I was happy with that. I was happy with the outcome. We're working on some other stuff now. We got the Velocity Kings too. We're putting a new script for that together because the script that we had taken a script that was already written and we tried to make a Velocity Kings 2 out of it, but the pieces just weren't fitting. But the movie's a badass movie. It's called The Urban Squad. So I basically that's a Hollywood movie. That movie, the script alone, I didn't pay for it. Somebody paid $40,000 for that script to get written, and then abandoned the script and said, I'm not interested in doing no movies. It's all right. Paid for nothing. So the script's been sitting there, and I was like, man, let me see that. You know, let's it's already written. Let's make it come to life. Script is excellent. It's a lot of money.
That's the project you're going to do with Robert, who unfortunately is stuck on a shoot right now, so he's not able to be here.
Robert does all the training and the fight coordinations for Marvel, for like Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, let's say all those shows, John Wick, The Matrix. He does all the fight coordinations. Robert trained under Bruce Lee's protege. So he's a second.
I kind of had a suspicion about that when I got his email, and I was like, okay, I see. He's definitely got some training.
Yeah, he's a bad man, bro. He's super fast. The moves that he got are insane. So we're partnering up, and he usually, I mean, he's bigger than what I'm trying to do right now, but he's gonna take. We hit it off so good as friends that he says, you know what, Antonio, let's do it, man. I'm gonna go and whatever we can get, we'll figure it out. I mean, this budget is like twice the Velocity King budget, but for that price, it's gonna look like we spent $3 million to make the movie. You know, that's what it's gonna look like because we're gonna do it that good. When you become a partner with somebody, I mean, you put your heart and soul into it because you know that this movie is gonna be a reflection of you as well. And he's gonna take everything that he's learned over the next 30 years, over the past 30 years with Desperado, with Aquaman, with all of, you know, the Matrix, everything, and he's gonna do it all. He's gonna bring it all together. And instead of, you know, working for somebody and doing stunts and being there, he's gonna create his own movie. So he said he's done it before, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's too bad he's not able to be here. We will try and reschedule him getting on here, but you know, you teaming up with him, I mean, that's pretty big news. I mean, like you said, Robert Arevalo has been around for 30 years. Started out, I guess, Desperado was actually one of the first things that he did. You know, and then he had a couple, you know, he did a couple of TV spots with like Arliss and Days of Our Lives, and he went on to do like Fools Rush In. And most recently, he was like Made in Mexico and American Cesario, where he didn't just act in those movies, he was a part of the movie making process in those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's big deal right now. You know, he's doing this, so he's gonna take everything that, like I said, everything, and he's gonna ball into, and there's gonna be some amazing stunts. I mean, he's an Apache Indian. One of the few that left. Not 1% to 100%. He has elders. They're trying to keep the language alive. The reservations are there. There's all different tribes. I don't know too much about the Indians. All I know is that we came here, we took it, and we put them in a reservation. You know,
wow.
They're the original owners of the land, is the American Indian.
Right,
and,
right.
That's all I know, basically. I know we, you know, he is part of, remember the tribe, you know, Geronimo?
Yes.
The one that was giving the government such a hard time. He's part of that. He's from that tribe.
He's got the lineage of that tribe. Man, that's impressive.
Geronimo is an Apache Indian.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where his blood flows. So we're gonna be filming on a couple. They're gonna open the Indian reservations. They're gonna let us film there with police, all that stuff. This is gonna let us do some stuff there all day in Hollywood, California.
So Urban Squad is not going to be filmed locally like Velocity Kings was.
It's gonna be
Florida. That's gonna be.
It's gonna be done in studios, like the Universal Studios over there in Hollywood. It's gonna be done in studios, special effects, green screens. We have more access to the equipment. Velocity Kings, we want to do the part 2. We want to do it here because we have more access to more bikers here. I'm not from LA, so you know we want the actual real bikers, because I mean we can rent some bikes and put some people in and put 10 bikes in there and call it a day. But I want the actual motorcycle community and the motorcycle crowd, like you see in Velocity Kings 1. We filmed at Orange County Choppers, K75 Stunt Academy. We filmed in so many locations here in Florida that it was amazing. And all those people that were there, they all ride. Bikers, they're real bikers. They ride. And it was awesome. I mean, I don't care if you could act. If you can't ride a bike, I mean, at least put it in first gear and go. Don't be in my damn movie.
Well, and that was actually one of my favorite scenes in Velocity Kings is when, you know, after the funeral, you know, you kind of have this procession of all these different bikers and different types of bikes. And I thought that really kind of captured, you know, the true essence of, you know, a little bit of the bike culture. You know, there's a certain respect amongst, you know, almost all riders for one another. It doesn't matter if you ride a GSX-R or if it's a Indian or a Harley or a Ninja. Y'all kind of, you know, you're all riders together. And I thought you guys captured that really well at that part of the movie.
It was good. The thing is, it was a low budget. It wasn't a high budget movie, so I couldn't flip a motorcycle upside down and light it on fire and do all this and crash a couple of cars, and we couldn't do something like that. So we try to keep it as realistic as possible. A couple of stunts here, a couple of biting there, and a storyline that was, I mean, the budget is not going to permit for the budget that we had is not going to permit for us to destroy 10 cars going down the street. Now, when we go to Hollywood for the new movie, Yes, we're gonna destroy cars. We're gonna blow shit up. It's gonna be insane. There's gonna be explosions, everything, because the budget is a lot higher than what we had before. We decided to go all in on this uh, Urban Squad. So it's gonna be. It's gonna
So
be that
when
one.
is Urban Squad going to start actual like production and filming?
We want
Or
to
is that
start
yet to be
filming.
determined?
We're going to start filming like in the second week of May.
Okay, wow. So
Summer.
soon.
Yeah, soon. It's coming. We're lining up. We got all the locations. We've been working on it for quite some time, for like let's say a month, getting everything together. And like the second week of May, we're gonna approximately film like about 18 days up in California. So I'm gonna be up in Hollywood, California for approximately 18 days and wrap it up. And then we're gonna put it in some editors' hands. They have really, I mean, amazing, amazing editors that charge through the wazoo. But since they love us to death, they're gonna be like, "Don't worry about it. I got you. We'll take care of this for you."
So this is like a completely different ball game than what you did previously with Velocity Kings, because
this
you're
is a SAG movie. This is a Screen Actors Guild movie. The SAG movie.
okay.
This is on a complete like more professional level. It's not like, I mean, it's not like having some guys with cameras running around playing cops and robbers. You know what I'm saying? This is totally different. Yeah, way different. So, I mean, let's see where it goes. I mean, we did good. The clock is doing very good too. The one that
we should mention The Clock, because you were executive producer on The Clock, and that was done in conjunction with Indie Horror Junkie, which obviously I do a lot of stuff with them as well. So, but the Clock, I know you're only in there for a split second, but you were the executive producer on that film. That Blu-ray is now out as well, and it is also available on a lot of the streaming platforms. Kind of hard. There we go.
That's the clock. I'm gonna turn it around. The clock. That's what it looks like. So the clock is available on Amazon Prime. It's been available a few months now, and it's doing excellent. I mean, for the budget that was spent for this, everybody's like, "Yo, it looks like a $250,000 movie."
Yeah, the production quality on that, and I talked to Rick about the budget, and I won't say what it was, but you guys really made do a lot with a little on that one. The production quality and the cinematography and some of the shots is amazing. I especially love the shot of the clock in the truck as it's going down the road and you're kind of looking out the back of the truck. It was like, right? That's a good Hollywood type shot you would get. That's good cinematography. So that was a top-notch production.
Yeah,
it doesn't run very long, but it's a really enthralling story.
That's Salo and editing, and he does good when he wants to do good. Salo started this one, and I want to give a shout out. God rest his soul, rest in peace. Neil Duarte, the editor. If it wasn't for him, Velocity Kings would not have been possible. He's the one that did all the editing on this.
Okay.
The whole community is going to tell you their hearts is broken. This guy is a scholar and a gentleman. Such a good man. And he passed away. And
yeah, I saw the post the other day. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was sad, but he's the editor of this. We had a lot of things that I had plans with him. I wanted to do a lot of things. Amazing editor, amazing person, amazing all the way around. God rest his soul, and I hope you're looking down and smiling at us now, and I hope everybody likes your editing work on this movie, and thank you, So
since you guys are going to be doing the Urban Squad in May, have you already got actors lined up or picked out?
Yeah, we have Tim Murphy from the Sons of Anarchy. We have we have him. We have a couple of people who are in the process of trying to negotiate a deal. Let's see if we can negotiate a deal with Danny Trejo. He's not that expensive. He's good. But,
well, I know he's done a lot of work with Robert as well. So that was actually going to be one of my questions for him, is if he would get Danny Trejo to get in there.
Oh, no. We got we're using a lot of the stunt guys that did The Matrix, like the little Chinese guy that was in the Matrix that Neo fought. Remember with the guy? A lot
Yeah.
of those actors, a lot of those stuntmen that did the fight scenes for the Matrix, like the guy that was jumping from car to car, all that stuff. Those guys are going to be in this movie. Those are Robert Avello's buddies. So we're going to have professional martial artists, stuntmen. I mean, they're all going to be, they're coming in as favors. You know, they're going to be like, hey, man, this and this and that. I got you. Let's do this, you know, because usually these stuntmen, that's what they do. They do stunts. They never really get involved in actually, let's do this, let's try that. So it's something new that we got the whole entire stunt community over there that's coming together and like, yo, we got the cameras, we got the scripts, we got the talent. If it ain't for us, they can't make it happen. So let's put some shit together, man. Let's do something. We was like, all right, let's do it, man. Let's fucking kill it. Come on, man. You know? So that's what's going on. We're putting a lot of favors, you know. I mean, a movie like that with those kind of actors and those kind of people, it's an easy $2 or $3 million to just to like get it like almost there, not even to editing. So, but what we're getting it for is a hell of a deal, and they're helping us out. You know, they're working. They're gonna work their butts off, and you know, it's like a Michael Keaton thing. Remember that Batman suit there from 1984? Remember what he said? He said, "No, I don't want to get paid. Give me a percentage of what the movie makes."
There you go.
He killed it. The first Batman, he killed it. He killed it. So I mean, you gotta work, and that's when everybody, you know, shit happens. You know. So I mean, I'm very happy as how far I have come. And the magazine has come, and everything that we're doing has come. Grace of God, man. Everything is wonderful.
Now I know Robert's going to serve as, I guess, a director and producer,
and he's going to be in the movie as well. He's going to be doing his fighting scenes.
And that was going to be my next question: is if he's going to be in the actual movie itself? Because
yes, he's going to be in the actual movie because it's Asians, Russians. It's an Asian mob, the Russian mob. It's like the Yakuza, you know.
Okay.
Then you got the black mob, then you got the Spanish mob, then you got the Italian mob. So it's a whole bunch of fentanyl mobs, FBI agents shooting, killing, and then there's an underground. Instead of fights and stuff like that, it's an underground of racing cars, bikes, where they race, they bet, you know, and stuff like that. And they fix these bikes at these Hayabusas. They put these dry shots, and these things are doing 245 miles an hour, and that's going to be done because we, you know, the racetrack, you know, on the track when you race, you know, you can do that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's going to be badass.
So Urban Squad's going to be very much an urban type atmosphere, inner city, underground type.
Yeah,
betting, racing, drug deals.
Drug deals, racing. Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like my kind of action movie, really.
You got the, you know, don't get it wrong, because wherever you see this ghetto and all these drugs and everything, there's that rich white collar guy up there. You know, did you get the fact?
Right.
Don't call me on this line. You know, and he just they can't even connect him to it. He got people doing stuff for him. So, you know, it is what it is, because that's how it is, you know. But we're gonna capture a lot of that in this movie. A lot of craziness in this movie, you know.
Well, that sounds amazing. Back to Velocity Kings real quick, because I know you had partnered with Rick Danford from Indie Horror Junkie on The Clock, and then you also partnered with him on Velocity Kings. Little bit of a different style there, not really Rick's forte, but still managed to.
Rick is, man. I'm gonna give Rick props for props is due. Rick is gonna be the next Steven Spielberg of horror movies. That is his genre. The horror movies. He is a beast. He's a beast. I mean, he. That's what he loves, and that's what he does. I mean, as far as action, he'd get some in there. You know, I mean, but this right here is where his niche is at. Horror movies, man. If you have a horror movie, if you have something that you're thinking of or want to create that's in horror, call Rick, man. Call Rick, hands down. He's probably one of the best in the horror industry, filming and doing movies. I mean, I read the script. And I mean, he's like, I was like, yo, this is good. And he's like, well, we can't make it happen because I'm gonna need this kind of money. I was like, all right, I can swing that. It's not that much. I can swing that money. And I sent it to him. And he got the movie done. I just wanted to see it. It was that badass, the movie. And then with this one, I paid for it. All I had, I paid, this is mine completely. Everything. I own the rights, I own everything to it.
Okay,
So,
great.
Yeah, so basically Rick, I paid Rick and the people that were out there, we had a budget and Rick took care of everything, make sure everybody got paid, make sure the scenes got done, shot, edited, the whole nine. I sent him money. Well, I gave him money. He gave me this in return. Here you go. And also he blessed us with the with Peter Castro, Bayview Entertainment, because the movie's picked up by a major distributor, indie distributor.
Yes, yes.
A distribution company. Amazing.
And again, I mean, you guys had a really good cast with that movie. I mean, even I really enjoyed. It's funny because I met her in real life, but Catalina as the main antagonist, she is such a sweetheart in real life, and she was an absolute bitch in this movie.
It looks crazy, right? So she's like, "Am I gonna be in the second one?" So I said, "Yeah." I was on the phone. It was me and Robert driving, right? And she called me, and she go, "Am I be in the second one or what?" I was like, "Yeah, but you have to get naked on the scene." I told her, "Are you crazy, man? Listen, boy, don't play with me." And he was like, "Is Jason gonna be in there?" She goes, "Yeah." She says, "Jason, that's Jason Momoa. That's my husband, but he don't know me yet." I love Catalina. She's cool as hell, man. She's all right.
Oh yeah, she was a riot. I met her at MegaCon this past February, and absolute sweetheart. It really floored me. And that's usually how it goes. Is people that always portray like the worst bad guys on screen are always like the sweetest people. And that's exactly what she was when I met her.
Look at JT Campos from Queen of the South. He was Boaz.
Yeah.
Straight killer, blowing people's heads off, cutting them in pieces, all kinds of craziness. And this guy is one of the greatest people that I have met, man. I mean,
I've heard great things about him. Very down to earth, very straightforward with everything. And he's got a really good look. He's got the perfect look for, like, it's versatile because he could look like he could do almost anything with the way he looks. You put him in a bar setting, he looks natural there. You put him as a bad guy, he looks natural there. He acts so good. If you made him like the good guy, it's just natural with him.
You see, we wanted to target in the Velocity things. We also wanted to target, kids, teenagers and stuff like that. That's why we didn't want to put it boring. No gunshots to the chest to open up, no heads blown off, nothing crazy. Well, a kid, 16, 17, 18 years old, they can watch Velocity Kings and enjoy it. And the mom don't have to worry about, seeing this gory stuff and eyeballs falling out and stuff like that. That's gonna be the Urban Squad. That's
the Urban Squad.
Rated R, rated man for mature. That one's gonna be off the chain when they're cutting somebody's head off with a sword and stuff like that. So.
Well, and I think you bring up a really good point. I think Velocity Kings, because the way it was shot and because it is, it's done locally, local actors, local production, it's got a certain type of charm to it that, it does showcase the violent nature of drug cartels without it actually being, like you said, too gory and too bloody. It gets the point across of like why you shouldn't do these things, but you can still sit down and kind of enjoy it, as a young teen with your family. I wouldn't say it's a family movie, but it's definitely not, like you said, blood and guts and gore.
Yeah, so I mean, a kid could watch it. It's fine. It's not nothing horrible. It's not nothing where there's so much violence and shooting and stuff like that. They didn't even shoot once in this movie, so that's the good thing about it. But you see a lot of cool bikes. You see the story plot. Basically the story plot is about a guy that has a stunt team, and he's the leader of the stunt team, and he basically was stealing motorcycles and selling the parts at the chop shop. He was working for the lady, and the lady decided to diversify. She said, you know what? There's not enough money in stolen bike parts and stuff like that. I'm gonna start selling cocaine. And he saw that come in, and he didn't want that stuff on the streets, even though he's a bike thief and everything. So he stole a shipment, and they killed him for it. And he had stashed it, and now they go to the rest of the stunt team, and they tell the stunt team, hey, either you're gonna find my stuff or you're gonna face the same thing that he did. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
then the hunt is on. They're looking for all the bricks of cocaine, and they find it and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, you know.
So
that's what it basically is about.
I know the Urban Squad is the next big thing you guys are working on. I know you've brought up Velocity Kings 2 a couple of times. I know that's probably sitting on the back burner a little bit, but
yeah, it is. But we're right now the script is for Velocity Kings 2 is being written. We're gonna do that, but right now I think there's more money, way more money to be made in the Urban Squad. So all the investors and the people that are involved in the Velocity Kings 2 movie, we're gonna go ahead and bring them into this Urban Squad movie with the same contracts, the same everything. And when they read the scripts, when they read the script, the original script for Urban Squad, they were like, "Wow, holy cow!" He goes, they're like, that's a big difference, way bigger difference than Velocity Kings. They're like, wow, you know, so
that's why you couldn't really connect the two with each other.
Plus all the actors, all the stuff, all the people that are going to be involved in the Urban Squad. Everybody's very, very happy with those people, the investors that are already in it, and the people that are making moves, and they're very happy with the actual outcome of the script and the original script, and the actors that are already going to be in it, because we have people. We just got to make sure we solidify it and have the LOIs and stuff like that, letter of interest, so we can go ahead and say, hey, yo, boom, they're gonna be in it. You know.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I mean, there you have it, everybody. I mean, Urban Squad's going to start filming in May. Velocity Kings is currently available in Prime, and physical media is going to be on the 25th in stores. So I think physical media is a very important thing. And The Clock is available on Blu-ray as well, and all the major streaming platforms. I know I watched it actually a couple weeks ago. Again.
They'll enjoy that. You wanna a little night with your boyfriend or your family and all that. The Clock's all right. I don't advise it for little kids because they'll probably be scared. You know?
Yeah, The Clock was a super interesting film. Rick told me a little bit about that. Apparently that's based off of some sort of like radio drama that he'd listened to as a kid.
I was in the beginning of that movie. Right in the beginning, I was
right in the very beginning. You were getting rid of that clock as fast as you could.
Yeah, we were running. I was helping carry the clock, and all of a sudden, some demon came out of nowhere and attacked one of the guys, and then it attacked me, and it turned us into demons.
Yes.
You know? So my eyes lit up, and then we started chasing the priest, and the priest was driving away. We're chasing the car.
Yeah,
and it was good. It was good.
The Clock honestly had some really good CGI special effects. I was really impressed. I mean, the clock itself, some of the demons and everything, the eyes lighting up.
I have these. You see, these are like for independent films and everything. They're called. Hold on. It's called Big Films FX. In here is basically from MI6, destruction, buildings falling, cars flipping, everything that you can imagine to do with CGI effects, they're in here. I got it in this little disc. This is
actually, you showcased some of that. You showcased that not long ago on your Facebook. The car flipping over.
Yeah. So Big Films, they sell the packages, but it costs thousands and thousands of dollars. And now they just released some new ones. I mean, there's over like 50,000 in here. And then they just released some new ones. I mean, that's in there. That's gone in there. You got planes, they crash into buildings crumbling down. I could literally be in this house right here, right? And I could be walking around with a machine gun, and all the walls will be on fire and stuff is falling, and it looks real. Looks real as shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, well, we hope to get Robert Arvello on the next interview. I know he got stuck shooting today.
Yeah, he was busy. He's doing that. Plus, he's also, I don't know, in real life, he's also a bounty hunter. So he's a bounty hunter. He'll go get him some people. They travel to because a lot of them, I guess, they go to Las Vegas.
Jack of all trades.
They running from the law, but they go to Vegas. Go figure. So.
Well, hopefully we can get him scheduled for an interview, talk about the Urban Squad and his career a little bit here, hopefully soon in the coming weeks. Obviously before filming starts, because once filming starts, I'm sure he's going to be very busy with that. But if anybody wants to look up Ride or Die, Florida Magazine, how can they get a hold of a copy or look it up?
We basically now we're printing 55,000 copies of these things and putting them out throughout the whole entire state. You can go to FloridaRideOrDie.com. Our website right now, our analytics, Cloudflare says we are getting a lot of traffic. About 98.3 million people a year go through our website.
Wow.
And, like 10, 12 million a month go through our website. They read our magazines, they look at the pictures, they just this and that. In other countries all over the world, not just the United States. We got France, Russia, everybody. So it's insane. I could see we get a lot in China. A lot in China.
Wow. And you guys don't just you're Ride or Die. I mean, you guys cover all types of motorcycles, not just Harleys.
We like Harleys, but it gotta be like wow. I mean, it's a different animal. A cruiser and a sport bike. We like to cover fast cars, fast bikes, dirt bikes, quads, jet skis, fast boats, everything like that moves fast. I've seen like a Harley Davidson. It's impressive if it's doing 120, it does 120 miles an hour. But if you get in a crotch rocket, that's only second gear.
Right.
So and they riding like this. I love them to death. I'm not mad at them because I'm seriously contemplating my bones and everything hurts. I don't want to be like this no more. I'm 50 years old. I'm about to laugh at myself and get me a Harley. I wouldn't go with any other. I mean, all the other ones, Indians and all that stuff, but I like Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson is a good bike. I mean, if you're gonna be cruising, that's where it's at, man.
So there you go, FloridaRideOrDie.com. You guys also have a Florida Ride or Die social chat on Facebook.
We have that. We have that one has 24,000. I have also Superbike Motos. That group has I think it's 589,000 members, and then we got Motor Riders Universe that got 429,000 members in it. So our Facebook, our Instagram page, it has about 990,000, almost 1 million people on it.
Now is that also Florida Ride or Die?
Florida Ride or Die on Instagram. Yeah, Florida Ride or Die magazine.
Wow.
I don't even have a personal page. It's all
And if people want to check out more information on the Urban Squad coming up, IMDb up to date. Is there a Facebook or anything for it? Or
it's on IMDb. They can go to imdb.com and they can just type in the Urban Squad, and all the info will come up, the actors that are in it and stuff like that, and directors and people that are in it.
Oh, there you go. Florida Ride or Die magazine. You got the Urban Squad coming up in May. The Clock is out. Velocity Kings came out on Amazon today. Physical copies of next week on the 25th. So Antonio Hernandez making things happen in front of the screen, behind the screen, in the magazine. He's a jack of all trades.
I'm trying. I mean, I have come a long way from, you know, from running in the streets and stuff, you know. So, I mean, I didn't have a soul food in my mouth. Man, you had to think outside the box. You know, I was out in the streets, man, and by the grace of God, He took me out of the streets and He gave me the knowledge and the know-how to do some good things, do positive things in the community, because we absolutely love helping out the community, special needs, children with cancer, the old lady that can't pay her bills, a mother that lost her son, stuff like that. We love doing events and helping them out. You always got to give back, and never give back with thinking that you're going to gain something from it. Always give back from your heart, and don't expect everything in return. You haven't lived until you help somebody that can't pay you back. Remember that.
Solid advice. And I would definitely take that to heart if you guys are listening out there. So
you got to be a good person, man.
And Tony, I really want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to interview you. It's my first one I've ever done on my channel. I haven't ventured into this yet.
You review a lot of damn movies. You review the movies, you check them out, you watch them, and then you put good reviews. They call you the movie critic.
I'm trying. I try to be as honest and unbiased in my reviews as possible, you know, and not.
I've heard some shit. No, that movie sucked.
I mean, there are some movies that do suck, but I mean, it's you know, I try to find a little positive in every single one.
Every single one, always.
You know, and talking to people like you and Rick. And Amy, like, it gives me a greater appreciation of just how much goes into making a film. So even if the film is bad, that doesn't mean that there wasn't a ton of hard work that went into it to try and make it happen.
People come, so not every film is going to be good. What you don't like, somebody else will. What I don't like, what they don't like, I might like. You know, so there's a different crowd for everything. Some people don't want to sit there and watch soap operas. Some people will sit there and watch a soap opera and be like, "Oh my God, all right, I'm watching this." That's how my mom used to do with the soap operas. Boy, look, you know, I'm like, and then they're like, "Oh my God," they're sitting there like, I mean, that's what they do. That's what they like. You know, me, I'm the action guy. If there's no action, then no one watches.
Right. I'm a big action guy myself. Action and horror.
I got to start off good, decent. If it doesn't, then I don't want to waste my time with it, you know?
So, well, Antonio, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. I look forward to doing this again, hopefully with Robert as well, as we get a little bit closer to filming for the Urban Squad. And guys, like, subscribe, and comment to my channel. Go check out Antonio and all of his works with Florida Ride or Die magazine, The Clock, Velocity Kings. Man's got a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm looking forward to the Urban Squad. And I hope after that we get a little bit more detail on Velocity Kings too, since, you know, that's local and I kind of want to see where that goes. But Antonio, I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do this and talk with you.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, like I said, go to Amazon.com right now. We got Velocity Kings on there, and we got The Clock. Go check them both out, man. Give yourself some time. Watch a pretty cool movie. Hang out. You know,
yep. And guys, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll leave links for the Amazon links for The Clock and Velocity King, so you guys can check them out. And Antonio, we'll have to do this again soon with Robert.
For sure. Like I said, man, if he wasn't so busy working, that's what he does. He coordinates all the fights and everything in Hollywood. So he's like, he's one of the most requested stuntmen and fight coordinators in Hollywood, California right now too. So him and his team. So yeah, you know.
Well, hopefully we can get him on here next time and see what we can make happen.
I'll try for the weekend. I really appreciate the interview, though, man. Thank you so much, man. For
going absolutely.
Doing an interview, something that you don't really do. What you do is, like, you put on these movies. You're a movie critic. You let them know, hey, the movie's good. Go watch that. And that's why you got so many followers.
Well, I can tell you, The Clock is definitely worth the watch. Velocity Kings is worth the watch. So if it's any precursor to the Urban Squad, I'm sure the Urban Squad is definitely going to be worth the watch.
No, the Urban Squad is going to be. It's not going to be an independent film. It's going to be off the freaking chain. It's going to be. We already put in the paperwork. It's gonna be a Screen Actors Guild SAG movie, you know. So we're gonna be doing a SAG movie on that one. We already filed the paperwork. We filed everything. We're gonna do everything: permits, insurance. I mean, everything. Like Hollywood. Yeah.
Huge step up. So, congratulations on all that and everything else you got coming down the pipeline. And we'll do this again soon. I appreciate you, everybody watching.
Thank you so much, man. Check you out.
Thank you.
Brother.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Okay.